Vice President, obviously Kamala Harris, she's losing her staff left and right. It was announced last week her top aide, Simone Sanders, is leaving. But now there are reportedly more key members headed for the exits. And I actually had a very spirited debate with Sanders a couple years ago. Take a listen to this.
Most people on both sides should just cut it all out. And a hate crime is not the same thing as protesting. We have to be very deliberate about that.
And what do you say to the people who dragged a poor white guy out of a car and beat him?
Oh my goodness, poor white people, please! Oh my, stop it, Carl. What I say to people that protest is that, first of all, apparently there has never been an acceptable.
Dragging somebody out of their car and beating
pardon me, there has never been an acceptable form of protest.
Yeah, real gem. All right, so Chrissy. This is, Jen Psaki said this is the type of situation is natural and, he's coming up on a year in office and there's been so much, but the problem is when Trump had a high turnover rate, it was like pandemonium. His White House is in chaos. People are leaving and stuff like this. What do you say, Chrissy?
Okay, so I wrote this down. So these are all the people that are leaving. It's not just Simone Sanders. It's also now the director of press operations, their deputy director of Office of Public Engagement, and her communications director that are all leaving. Those all similarly seem to be about messaging. So there is a small part of me that's wondering whether, the chief of staff was saying there is a lapse in communication between what's going on in our office and the real way that we need to engage with voters right now. There is a small part of me that believes that maybe this was not accidental, that they know internally that Vice President Kamala Harris has such bad poll ratings. She communicates so poorly that they need a bigger, better team of professionals to help manipulate the country into thinking that she might be actually good at this. I just find it very odd looking at these names and these titles that this would be anything other than a very deliberate turnover.
Well, and it's all, in that communication bubble. If you lose one, okay, it's like a table with 4 legs. You can replace them but when you start to lose all people here, now, Mark, my question is, I actually, believe it or not, I know some Democrats, one of which is in the White House currently, not in a very high position, but I do know, and they said that she's a very difficult person to work with. Is that going to be difficult to bring in more staff, or the office of vice president will just be so overwhelming to some people that they'll take the job no matter how bad the work environment?
A little bit of both. There are 2 kinds of people who have leadership positions. Those who, when things are going badly, rally and inspire and make sure people around them are feeling good. And then there's the other kind of person.
Yeah. So, Kelly, the problem, though, look, you were in communications, you were in the White House, you know how this goes. You can lose 1, but you lose 2, you lose 3, you lose 4, your table collapses, and obviously at 28%, you're already basically, the bar is on the floor. But what do you think is going to be the next move for the VP's office?
Well, I don't know, but I do know that comm staffers are usually the first accused for the failure of their bosses, right? Like Kamala Harris has had a disastrous, every time she goes out and says anything, it's a disaster. Simone Sanders was also very vocal on the campaign for Joe Biden. She was always out in the news, and we haven't seen her since she's been in the White House. So I'm wondering, why is that? Why was she not out doing press on behalf of her boss? She was doing a lot behind the scenes, but never was out there publicly defending her on the television. Right. Kamala Harris has a long reputation for losing staff. As the VP, as the president, running for Democratic president, she had turnover and there was misgivings and mismanagement. So I think the office is a bit in disarray, and comm staffers are always the first ones to blame and probably the first ones out the door.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.